Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Woodbine Mohawk Park for our first baby race session of the year 2019. This morning we have a total of 13 qualifiers. 92 two-year-olds have been entered. For those of you watching our live stream at woodbinemohawkpark.com, thank you very much for tuning in. This live stream is presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. So the starting gate is now moved into the top of the backstretch. Again, for all two-year-old qualifiers, the starting gate will pick them up, entering the backstretch, and the rookies will have a chance to get accustomed to being behind the starting gate. So we're almost set to get things going here this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park. So our first qualifier to field a 7 two-year-old pacing fillies. Let's meet the field. Number 1, Quick Decision, a Big Jim filly, owned by Capers 3 stable, trained by Wayne McGeen. Trevor Henry is driving. Number 2 is Addie 3, Mach 3 filly, owned by Tess Waxman, David Morgan, trained by Isaac Waxman. Louis Watt drives. Addie 3 was a $7,500 purchase at the London Select sale. 3 Beach Boutique, a Some Beach Somewhere filly, owned by the stable Beach Boutique, trained by Anthony McDonald. Sylvan Fillion drives. A $19,000 Harrisburg buy. 4 Shark Idea, Western Ideal filly, owned by Winback Farms, trained by Blake McIntosh. James McDonald's in the sulky. Went through the Goshen sale for $7,500. 5 is Opulent, Better's Delight filly. Chris Christopher driving for trainer McIntosh, who owns, along with Steve Heimbecker. This one was a $12,000 London buy. 6 is Toonie Tina, a sports writer filly, owned by Patty Jones, trained by Paul Reed. Randy Waples drives. And 7, Another Star is Born, Thinking Out Loud filly, owned by Walter and Ruth Ann Parkinson and Rachel Roberts, trained by Daryl Roberts. Jody Jameson drives. This one was the $16,000 London buy. So the 2-year-old pacing fillies are off. And we're going to give the full call out to Beach Boutique, but from the outside, Another Star is Born is going to push ahead. So 2 is Toonie Tina. So it's the outside 2 starters that are up to take the early lead. It's Another Star is Born in front of Toonie Tina. Getting away in 3rd is Beach Boutique, followed then 4th by Shark Idea. Settling in 5th will be Opulent. Then it is Quick Decision and Addie 3. So the outside 2 starters are 1-2. The inside 2 are pacing 6th and 7th. The opening quarter is up in 31 seconds even. So it's a 31-second opener for the Thinking Out Loud filly. Another Star is Born. In 2nd is Toonie Tina. 2 lengths back then to Beach Boutique in 3rd with a break of 2 lengths to Shark Idea in 4th. About that same margin back to Opulent in 5th. 3 lengths then to Quick Decision 6th, and 7th is Addie 3. Pacing fillies are heading up the backstretch towards the midway point. Another Star is Born. It's going to take them past the half after a 31-second opener. The half is up in 101 and 3. So entering the far turn, a tad quicker there in the second quarter, 30 and 3 for Another Star is Born, who leads by nearly 2 lengths. Toonie Tina in 2nd, then being followed by Shark Idea in 3rd. Racing in 4th as they're heading around that turn. As they head now towards 3 quarters, the leader continues to be Another Star is Born, followed by Toonie Tina. Then it is Beach Boutique, Shark Idea, back to Opulent, Quick Decision, and Addie 3. 3 quarters, 131 and 3. 30 seconds even. In the 3rd quarter, into the stretch, Another Star is Born with the lead, looking to go coast to coast. Leading by a pair, Toonie Tina in 2nd. Coming up on the outside now, late Beach Boutique. And then it's 4 lengths back to a rallying Quick Decision. Into deep stretch now, Another Star is Born, will win by a pair of lengths. Finishing in 2nd, Toonie Tina. Then it was Beach Boutique, followed by Quick Decision, Opulent, Shark Idea, and Addie 3, 159 and 3. Here was the order of finish from qualifier number 1. Number 1, Quick Decision was 4th. Number 2, Addy 3, 7th. Number 3, Beach Boutique 3rd. Number 4, Shark Idea 6th. Number 5, Opulent 5th. Number 6, Toonie Tina 2nd. And number 7, Another Star is Born, was the winner. Top to bottom, 473, 6521. Fractions were 31, 101 and 3, 131 and 3, 159 and 3. The winner was number 7, Another Star is Born. 2-year-old filly by Thinking Out Loud. Out of the Real Artist mare, Tell Me Everything. Starting gate now beginning to roll for our second qualifier. 2-year-old pacing fillies once again. A couple of driver notes. Number 1, Emerald Miss will be driven by Mario Bayarjan. And number 7, Where Do I Go From Here, is being driven by Jonathan Drury. Let's meet the field. Number 1, Emerald Miss. We will see filly owned by the stable Emerald Miss. And Hutchinson Harness, trained by Anthony McDonald. Mario Bayarjan drives, a $21,000 Ohio purchase. 2 is Amaretto Sealster, Mach 3 filly. Owned, trained, and driven by Gino Toscani, a $57,000 London selected buy. Number 3, Shiokan, Where Are We Needy filly. Owned and trained by Debbie O'Brien Moran. Trained, and the driver is Paul McKenzie. 4, Gucci Eye Patch. He's watching filly. Owned by Lance Bayless. Trained by Blake McIntosh. Chris Christopher drives. 5 is Better Be a Secret. Blake McIntosh, Steve Heimbecker, Gary Volpe, and Not Stable. Owned. Blake McIntosh trains. James McDonald drives, a $20,000 London Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. 6 is Twin B Salsa, Art Major filly. McIntosh, Heimbecker, Mortgage Boys stable, and Denley owned. McIntosh trains. Louis Watt drives, a $26,000 Goshen yearling sale buy. Number 7, Where Do I Go From Here? Some Beach Somewhere filly. McIntosh, Heimbecker, McKay, and Where Do I Go From Here stable owned. McIntosh trains. Jonathan Drury drives, a $45,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. So the 2-year-old pacing fillies are sent on their way, and from the inside, Emerald Miss is leaving well, along with Amaretto Sealster. Then it is Shiokan. In the middle is Gucci Eye Patch, Better Be a Secret, Twin B Salsa, Where Do I Go From Here? So they'll line up in post position order as they enter towards the first turn. Emerald Miss looking confident up at the lead here for Bayarjan, leading by about a 2-length margin. In second is Amaretto Sealster, and then it is Shiokan in third, followed by Gucci Eye Patch, Better Be a Secret, Twin B Salsa, and Where Do I Go From Here? The opening quarter was 31 seconds even, and this group of rookie pacing fillies straighten out into the backstretch, and they make the track announcer's job very easy. Post position order heading up the backstretch. Emerald Miss, the daughter of We Will See. On top, Amaretto Sealster is racing second. Shiokan in third, followed by Gucci Eye Patch. Then it is Better Be a Secret, who is followed closely by Twin Beast Salsa. And seventh is Where Do I Go From Here? And we get our first movement. Shiokan is on the move at the half, 102 flat. So back-to-back 31-second splits. And Emerald Mist is now going to surrender the lead to Shiokan, who's up to take over control for Mackenzie. That's going to put Emerald Mist in second. Amaretto Sealster in third, edging to the outside. Staying along the pylons is Gucci Eye Patch fourth, followed then by Better Be a Secret. Twin Beast Salsa, Where Do I Go From Here? Shiokan, the daughter of War We Needy, about to hit three quarters, leading by almost 2 lengths, 131 and 3. So that was 29 and 3 in the third quarter, turning for home. The leader is Shiokan. Drifts out a little bit here. Rail is wide open. Emerald Mist going to try and reclaim the top spot. So Emerald Mist comes back up the inside as Shiokan drifted out. Then it's Gucci Eye Patch in behind looking to come on. Better Be a Secret far outside. Coming into deep stretch. Emerald Mist with the lead. Late push coming from Better Be a Secret. Emerald Mist will win. Better Be a Secret was second. That appeared Twin Beast also got third over Shiokan. Then it was Gucci Eye Patch. Fifth, 2 minutes and 2/5 was the time of the mile. Here was the order of finish from our second qualifier. Number 1, Emerald Mist was the winner. Number 2, Amaretto Sealster, 6th. Number 3, Shiokan was 4th. Number 4, Gucci Eye Patch, 5th. Number 5, Better Be a Secret, 2nd. Number 6, Twin Bee Salsa, 3rd. Number 7, Where Do I Go From Here was 7th. Top to bottom, 164, 5, 2, 3, 7. Fractions were 31, 102, 131 and 3. 2 minutes, 2 fifths for the winner. Number 1, Emerald Miss, a daughter of We Will See out of the Walton Hanover Mare, driven Miss Rudy, a $21,000 Ohio purchase. Qualifier number 3, 2-year-old pacing fillies once again. Couple of notes here. Scratch number 3, Queso Releno. A driver change on number 7, Beach Bum BB. The driver will be Mario Bayarjan. So we're scratched down to a field of 6, which is now beginning to assemble behind the starting gate. Let's meet this field. Number 1, Off the Press. This is a sports writer filly, owned and bred by Bob Key, trained by Paul Reed. Sylvan Filion drives. 2, Nowhere to Hide, Better Still Light filly, owned by Daniel Plouffe, Blake McIntosh, Ozzie McKay, and Stuart McIntosh. Blake McIntosh is the trainer. James McDonald is driving. A $50,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. Number 3 is Scratch. Number 4, Lady Rachel, sports writer filly, owned by Ridgeway Racing. McIntosh trains Louis Philippe Waugh, is in the sulky. 5, Sunshine Hall, Sunshine Beach filly, owned by Écurie Daniel Plouffe, trained by McIntosh and driven by Chris Christoforou. 6 is Layla Blue, Art Major filly, owned by Carl Jamieson, Tom Chiron, and Doug Good. Carl Jamieson trains. Jody Jamieson drives. She was a $24,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. And number 7, Beach Bum BB, daughter of Bring on the Beach, owned by the stable Beach Bum BB, trained by Anthony McDonald. Mario Bayarjan drives. Beach Bum BB was a $10,000 purchase at the Hoosier sale. So we're scratched down to a field of 6. 2-year-old pacing fillies are in behind the starting gate, which now reaches the top of the stretch. Rookies are picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Layla Blue is going to shoot from the center, and she's off to a very nice-looking beginning, looking to get up to the top. Off the press, holds ground at the rail, and off the press is going to want to control it here, as Layla Blue will now look to drop into the 2-hole in front of Nowhere to Hide in third. Then it is Sunshine Hall, followed by Beach Bum BB, and the last one as they enter the first turn is Lady Rachel. So they're lined up heading to the opening quarter, and from the rail, leading them to the opening quarter, off the press, 30 and 4 is the opening split. So Off the Press is on top as they straighten out into the backstretch. In second is Layla Blue. Nowhere to Hide right behind that rival in third, and she's eager to go on. Here comes Nowhere to Hide out from third at 3/8. Then it is Sunshine Hall in fourth. Beach Bum BB fifth, and sixth up the backside, Lady Rachel. So it's a second quarter rush to the lead here now for Nowhere to Hide, who will clear the top in front of Off the Press at the half now in 101 and 2. So they go towards the far turn, and we got a new leader now. On top, it's Nowhere to Hide. Not hiding here this morning, as this Daughter of Better's Delight leads by a length and a half over Off the Press in second. Layla Blue is following closely in third. Gap of 2 then to Sunshine Hall in fourth. Beach Bum BB fifth, and then 2 lengths back to the trailer. Lady Rachel, 3/4 is coming up next. Nowhere to Hide, the leader now at 3/4 in 130 and 4. So they'll turn for home. And after a 29 and 2 third quarter, Nowhere to Hide is looking to seal the deal, trying to regain the top spot. Off the Press, angled to the outside. Layla Blue remains at the cones in third. Looking to rally is Beach Bum BB. In between horses is Sunshine Hall, as they're now into the final 16th, and Off the Press comes back on to take the lead here in the lane. Off the Press looking strong through the line to win. Finishing in second was Nowhere to Hide, then it was Layla Blue, followed by Sunshine Hall, Beach Bum BB, and Lady Rachel, 158 and 2. Here was the order of finish from our third qualifier this morning. Number 1, Off the Press, was the winner. Number 2, Nowhere to Hide, second. Number 3 was Scratch. Number 4, Lady Rachel, sixth. Number 5, Sunshine Hall, fourth. Number 6, Layla Blue, third. Number 7, Beach Bum BB was fifth. Top to bottom, 1, 2, Scratch, 6, 4, 3, 5. Fractions were 30 and 4, 101 and 2, 130 and 4, 158 and 2. The race last quarter, 27 and 3. A tad quicker for the winner. Number 1, Off the Press. Daughter of sports writer, out of the Dragon Again mare, Dragon Flyer K. Time now for our fourth qualifiers. We continue with the 2-year-old pacing fillies. We've got one scratch in this group, and that is number 4, Roja's Blue Chip. So we're down to a field of 6. One driver change. Number 1, Lady Liza. Paul McKenzie will do the driving. So let's meet this group of 2-year-old pacing fillies. Number 1, Lady Eliza. He's watching daughter, owned by Blake McIntosh and Brett Otier. McIntosh trains. Paul McKenzie drives. A $24,000 London purchase. 2, Twin Bee Infinity. Roll with Joe filly, owned by McIntosh. He trains. Louis Waugh drives. An $8,000 Goshen yearling sale purchase. 3, Body Like a Back Road. American Ideal filly, owned and bred by Winback Farm. McIntosh trains. Chris Christopher drives. Lexington selected yearling sale graduate of $20,000. 4, Scratch 5, Bottle of Red. Heston Blue Chip filly, owned by the stable Bottle of Red. Kevin McMaster is the trainer. The driver is James McDonald. Went through the Goshen sale for $12,500. 6, Temagami Sealster, Sunshine Beach filly, owned by David Mercer, Wayne McGeen, along with Joseph Lewis. Wayne McGeen trains. Trevor Henry drives. A $35,000 London yearling sale purchase. And number 7, Coco Beach DeVee, Sunshine Beach filly, owned by Walter and Ruth Ann Parkinson, along with Rachel Roberts. Daryl Roberts is the trainer. Jody Jameson drives. A $20,000 London yearling sale purchase. So it's a field of 6 for qualifier number 4. Starting to get to the top of the stretch, 2-year-old pacing fillies are lined up. Rookies are now picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Coco Beach DeVee gets off the wings of the gate very well and quickly crosses over in front of her 5 rivals, and she'll be on top as they pass in front of us for the first time. In second is Bottle of Red. Temagami Sealster floats away and is going to settle in third in front of Twin Infinity in fourth. Then is Lady Eliza and Body Like a Back Road on the outside. Into the first bend they go. Coco Beach DeVee, the daughter of Sunshine Beach, with the lead, heading to the opening quarter. Racing second, Bottle of Red gets right up on the leader's back at the opening quarter in 30-3. So moving into the backstretch, Coco Beach DeVee on top and being followed very closely by Bottle of Red. Then it's about 8 lengths back to Temagami Sealster in third. Break of 2.5 then as they go up the backside, Twin Bee Infinity in fourth. 3 lengths to Lady Eliza fifth. And going around that one at the rear of the field, it's Body Like a Back Road. Heading towards the midway point, the leader, it is Coco Beach DeVee. Coco Beach DeVee over Bottle of Red at the half in 101 flat. Going into the far turn, Coco Beach DeVee on top. Bottle of Red, that daughter of Heston Blue Chip, stalking closely from second. Looking to get a little closer is Temagami Sealster in third, followed by Twin Bee Infinity in fourth. Body Like a Back Road on the outside is fifth, and Lady Eliza inside sixth. Still a bit of a 2-horse breakaway up top as they head towards 3/4. The leader continues to be Coco Beach DeVee, who's called the shots, heading towards that third station now. And we'll see what Bottle of Red has got for the lane. 3/4, 130-3. So they'll turn for home. Coco Beach DeVee, the leader. Right on the leader's back continues to be Bottle of Red. So Coco Beach DeVee drifts out a little bit. Bottle of Red going to try and come up the inside now with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Temagami Sealster back in third. Twin Bee Infinity in fourth. And they're into deep stretch. In the center of the track, Coco Beach DeVee. Bottle of Red coming up the inside. Coco Beach DeVee will win. Bottle of Red was second. Temagami Sealster third. Twin Bee Infinity fourth. Then it was Lady Eliza and Body Like a Back Road. 158-1. Order of finish from qualifier number 4. Number 1, Lady Eliza was 5th. Number 2, Twin Bee Infinity 4th. Number 3, Body Like a Backroad 6th. Number 4 was Scratch. Number 5, Bottle of Red 2nd. Number 6, Temagami Sealster 3rd. And number 7, Coco Beach DeVee was the winner. 546, Scratch 231. Fractions were 30 and 3, 101, 130 and 3, 158 and 1, 27 and 3 final quarter for the winner, number 7, Coco Beach DeVee, daughter of Sunshine Beach, a $20,000 London selected yearling sale purchase. This morning's live stream of our 2-year-old qualifiers here at Woodbine Mohawk Park is presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. Coming up next is our 5th qualifier. It'll be 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. Qualifier number 5, 2-year-old pacing colts, lining up, field of 6. Number 1, Needless to Say, War We Needy Colt, owned by Dan and Kim Sargent, trained by Blake McIntosh, Chris Christopher, who drives. 2 is Jacked Up Hanover, Art Major Colt, owned by McIntosh, Steve Heimbecker, Pettipaw Stables, and Ozzie McKay. McIntosh trains, James McDonald drives, $45,000 Harrisburg purchase. 3, Mock Jacobs, Mach 3 Colt, owned by Brenda Sullivan Waxman, trained and driven by Isaac Waxman, $37,000 Harrisburg buy. 4 is Brush Cut, Heston Blue Chip Colt, owned by the stable Brush Cut Group, Hutchison Harness LLC. Kevin McMaster trains. Louis Waugh drives a $17,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. 5 is Stony Curtis, Sunshine Beach Colt, owned by Denarvin Stables and Osceola Stables. Carmen Osceola trains. Jonathan Drury drives. And number 6, Pharaoh's Reign, War We Needy Colt, owned by Carl Jameson and William Jones. Carl Jameson trains. Jody Jameson drives a $10,000 Lexington Select purchase. Field of 6, 2-year-old pacing colts are lined up for qualifier number 5. And they're off and pacing. Pharaoh's Reign is leaving from the outside, also into the mix. That is Stony Curtis, but from post position number 3, right out to the top, Mock Jacobs charges out, and Mock Jacobs to the early lead. Moving over is Stony Curtis, looking to take into third. There is Pharaoh's Reign for Jameson, followed by, needless to say, in fourth. Then they just Jacked Up Hanover, and the last one is Brush Cut. Few of them going wide to avoid the shadows. Opening quarter 29 and 3. So as they'll move into the backside, Mock Jacobs is the leader by a length and a half. Racing in second is Stony Curtis. Pharaoh's Reign in third. Needless to say, is about 4.5 from the top. Racing in fourth, followed by Jacked Up Hanover, and then it's a break of 2 to Brush Cut, who is 6. And this field tightly packed here as they're heading up the backstretch, as they're pretty much nose to helmet now. And it's a group of 6 approaching the midway point, with Mock Jacobs the leader by a length and a half. Stony Curtis in second. Pharaoh's Reign in third. A minute and 4/5 was the half-mile clocking. So 31 and 1. They were moving into the wind. Now going into the far turn. Mock Jacobs the leader. Stony Curtis in the 2-hole. Pharaoh's Reign remains inside as Needless to Say gets underway first up, now up into third. That one's going to supply some cover for Jacked Up Hanover. At the inside then is Brush Cut. So 3/4 is coming up next. And now company here for the leader, Mock Jacobs, as out from second. Stony Curtis looking to take the lead, and does as they swing for home off 3/4 of 131 and 1. Into the stretch, Stony Curtis with the lead. Needless to say, on the outside, Mock Jacobs trying to find a little bit more. Pharaoh's Reign off the rail, now showing clear racetrack. Far outside is Brush Cut and Jacked Up Hanover as they come into the final 16th of the mile. The leader is still Stony Curtis. Stony Curtis by a length and a half. Pharaoh's Reign, a late push coming here now. Stony Curtis will win. Pharaoh's Reign was second. Tight for third. Jacked Up Hanover, needless to say. Then it was Brush Cut and Mock Jacobs, 158 and 2. Order of finish from qualifier 5. Number 1, Needless to Say, was 4th. Number 2, Jacked Up Hanover 3rd. Number 3, Mock Jacobs 6th. Number 4, Brush Cut 5th. Number 5, Stony Curtis the winner. And number 6, Pharaoh's Reign was 2nd. Top to bottom, 4, 3, 6, 5, 1, 4. Fractions were 29 and 3. A minute 4/5, 131 and 1, 158 and 2, 27 and 1 kicker for the winner. Number 5, Stony Curtis, a son of Sunshine Beach. Starting gate, wings are open as this field of 2-year-old Colt Trotters is going to line up. We've got a scratch. Take out number 3, Classic Con. So that brings us down to a field of 7. Jody Jameson drives number 2, Willpower Fashion. Mario Bayarjon drives number 7, Roserun Valiant. And number 8, Bend Over, will be driven by Daniel Dubé. Let's meet the field. Number 1, Bronze Yankee. Muscles Yankee Colt, owned by Winback Farms, trained by Blake McIntosh. Chris Christopher drives. Went through the Goshen yearling sale for $42,000. 2, Willpower Fashion, Jody Jameson driving. This Possess the Will Colt, trained by Kevin McMaster for the stable Willpower Group. $9,000 Harrisburg buy. 3 is out. 4 is Jailhouse Master, Jailhouse Jesse Colt, owned by the stable Jailhouse Master, trained by Anthony McDonald. James McDonald drives. $10,500 pre-jug sale purchase. 5 is Sebastian Yu, Sebastian K. Colt, owned by the stable Sebastian Yu Group, trained by Anthony McDonald. Louis Waugh drives a $12,000 Harrisburg buy. 6 is Crazy Mission, man of many missions, gelded. The stable Crazy Mission is the owner. Anthony McDonald trains. Sylvan Filion drives, $11,000 Buckeye sale purchase. 7 is Rose Run Valiant. Cash Colt, owned by the stable Valiant Group. Anthony McDonald trains. Mario Barjon drives, $45,000 Ohio purchase. Number 8, Bend Over. Uncle Peter Colt, owned by the stable Bend Over Group. Daniel Dubé driving for trainer Anthony McDonald, $16,000 Ohio purchase. Field of 7, 2-year-old Trotters lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Sebastian Yu blasts out of there from the center. A very strong beginning. In second, that is Jailhouse Master at the inside. Bronze Yankee gets away in third. Crazy Mission on the outside, fourth. Then it's Willpower Fashion. Bend Over gets in front of Rose Run Valiant as they go into the first turn. So the leader is Sebastian Yu. Off to a strong beginning, heading to the opening quarter here. And this opening quarter is going to be up on the board in 29 and 2. So definitely a tailwind as they're coming down the lane. They'll move into the wind here now. 29-2 opener for Sebastian Yu, but a very strong beginning. Whether there was wind or no wind, this one looking good on the lead. Racing in second, that is Jailhouse Master. Then in third is Bronze Yankee. Going off stride went Jailhouse Master while in second. So Bronze Yankee will inherit that position. Moving into third is Crazy Mission. Then it is Willpower Fashion in fourth. Bend Over, Rose Run Valiant, and resetting after the break, Willpower Fashion. Should say Jailhouse Master resetting after the break. Meanwhile, Sebastian Yu has passed the half in a minute and 4/5. So it's Sebastian Yu on top here. A sizable advantage as they're going by 5/8. In second is Bronze Yankee. Then it's another 5. Back to Crazy Mission in third, who is followed in fourth by Willpower Fashion. Trotting in fifth is Bend Over. Then it is Rose Run Valiant. And the last one off stride was Jailhouse Master. 3/4 was hit in 1:30 and 4. 30 seconds even in the third quarter for Sebastian Yu. And it's Sebastian Yu all by himself here coming to the 8th pole. Bronze Yankee in second, a battle for third between Crazy Mission and Willpower Fashion. Now coming into the final 16th of the mile, this is Sebastian Yu, ready to roll from the word go. Sebastian Yu trotting home to win. Finishing in second, Bronze Yankee. Then it was Willpower Fashion, Crazy Mission, Rose Run Valiant, Bend Over, and Jailhouse Master. 2 minutes flat for Sebastian Yu. So with the completion of qualifier number 6, we will now take a break to allow the horses in the remaining qualifiers an opportunity to warm up. For those of you with us, thank you for joining us here this morning, taking part in our annual Owners Breakfast, our first 2-year-old qualifying session of 2019. Our next baby races will come up very likely on Thursday and Friday, depending on the number of entries, whether we'll need 2 days or not. If 2 days are needed, the next baby races will be Thursday, June 13th and Friday, June 14th. As always, we will continue to live stream these 2-year-old qualifiers at woodbinemohawkpark.com with the live stream presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. Almost set to get things going once again here this morning at Woodbine Mohawk Park as we continue on with our 2-year-old qualifiers. Qualifier number 7 is coming up next. 3 driver changes here. Number 3, Bet on a Dream, will be driven by Jonathan Drury. Number 5, Groovy Joe, will be driven by Paul McKenzie. And number 7, Arctic Force, will be driven by Dan Dubé. So let's meet this field of 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. Number 1, My Inside Voice, Thinking Out Loud, gelded son of Thinking Out Loud, owned by Catherine McClure, trained by George McClure. Trevor Henry drives. Number 2, Morno, gelded son of Up the Credit, owned by Carl Jameson, Dr. Robert Boyce, and David Usp, trained by Carl Jameson. Jody Jameson is driving. 3, Bet on a Dream, Better Than Cheddar Colt, owned by Winback Farm, trained by Blake McIntosh. Jonathan Drury drives. $17,000 Harrisburg. Number 4, Team Best, Some Beach Somewhere Colt. Another one owned by Winback Farm. McIntosh trained. James McDonald drives. Team Best. Went through the Lexington Selected Yearling Sale for $150,000. 5, Groovy Joe, Roll with Joe Colt. Winback Farm, McIntosh. Paul McKenzie drives. Went through the Goshen Yearling Sale for $17,000. 6 is Major on the Beach, Art Major Colt, owned by Daniel Plouffe. Jean-Christophe Plouffe, Steve Heimbecker, and Blake McIntosh. McIntosh trains. Chris Christopher drives the $50,000 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale purchase. And 7 is Arctic Force, American Ideal Colt, owned by the stable Arctic Force, trained by Anthony McDonald. Dan Dubé drives. $19,000 Harrisburg buy. So it's a field of 7 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. They're in behind the starting gate, which is midway around the far turn. And this morning's live stream of our 2-year-old qualifiers is presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. Starting gate reaching the top of the stretch for our 7th of 13 on this beautiful Saturday morning here at Mohawk Park. Rookie pacers lined up, now picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Let's give the first call to Team Best from the center, but no doubt about it who's going to be the early one up to the lead, and that is Arctic Force from the far outside. Arctic Force up to the lead. Team Best in the center second. Outside of that one is Major on the Beach. Then it is Morno inside fourth, followed by My Inside Voice, Bet on a Dream, and the last one as they go into the first turn is Groovy Joe. Around the first bend into the opening quarter. Arctic Force is the leader. Settled into second is Team Best. Third is Major on the Beach. 30-4 was the opening split. Swinging into the backstretch, and it's the son of American Ideal, Arctic Force, a $19,000 Harrisburg buy. On top here, and the lead's going to grow a little bit here in the second quarter, as Arctic Force now leads by a pair as they go by 3/8. In second is Team Best, the son of Some Beach Somewhere. Then it's 2 lengths back to Major on the Beach, the son of Art Major. Racing in fourth is Morno. 2.5 lengths then to My Inside Voice, who is followed by Bet on a Dream. And at the rear of the field is Groovy Joe. The half is hit in a minute and a fifth. So Arctic Force kicked it up a notch there, 29-2 in the second split. Entering the far turn, Arctic Force is the leader by a pair. Team Best in second, followed in third by Major on the Beach. Then in fourth, that is Morno on the outside now. Bet on a Dream is going to gain a spot, looking to get around My Inside Voice. Also moving on the outside, that is Groovy Joe. 3/4 hit, 128-2. 28-1 in the third quarter for Arctic Force, and they turn into the lane. Arctic Force looking to seal the deal. Following closely is Team Best, who is now angling to the outside. Looking to come up the inside is Major on the Beach. Then it's Morno back in fourth. 16th to go. Arctic Force outside. Here's Team Best looking to power by, and it's Team Best getting by in deep stretch and just going to edge. Arctic Force finishing third was Major on the Beach. Then it was Morno, followed by Groovy Joe, Bet on a Dream, and My Inside Voice. 155-4 for Team Best. Here's the order of finish from our 7th qualifier. Number 1, My Inside Voice was 7th. Number 2, Morno 4th. Number 3, Bet on a Dream 6th. Number 4, Team Best the winner. Number 5, Groovy Joe 5th. Number 6, Major on the Beach 3rd. And number 7, Arctic Force was 2nd. 7, 4, 6, 1, 5, 3, 2 is your rundown. The fractions were 30 and 4, a minute and a fifth, 128 and 2, 155 and 4, race last quarter 27 and 2. It'll be a little bit quicker for the winner. Number 4, Team Best, a Some Beach Somewhere colt out of the Sports Writer Mare Sports Chick, a $150,000 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale grad. Qualifier number 8 coming up next. It's going to be a field of 6 with the scratch of number 1, Sports Obsession. Let's meet this field. We'll start with number 2, Beach Blanket Book, Sports Writer Colt, owned by Winback Farms, trained by Blake McIntosh. Christopher drives a $17,000 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale grad. 3, Six Finger Freddy, Better's Delight Colt, owned by Blake McIntosh, along with Landry, 3 Hero Stables, and Dossie. Macintosh Trains, James McDonald Drive, $26,000 London yearling sale purchase. 4 is Noah's Play, Shadow Play Colt, owned by Tess Waxman. Trainer driver Isaac Waxman, $12,000 London yearling sale grad. 5 is Excellent Nation, We Will See Colt, owned by the stable Excellent Nation, along with Hutchison Harness LLC, trained by Anthony McDonald. Daniel O'Brien drives, a $12,500 blooded horse sale pre-jug sale purchase. 6, Light Up the Park, Well Said Colt, owned by Robert Barry, trained by Carmen Osceola. Jonathan Drury drives. $62,000 Harrisburg yearling sale purchase. 7 is Linus, Roll with Joe Colt, owned by Crawford Farms. Michael Guerrero, John Gillespie. Bill Budd trains, Jody Jameson drives, a $20,000 Lexington selected yearling sale purchase. Field of 6 for qualifier number 8. Take out number 1 Sports Obsession. Everybody slides in a spot. As we continue on with our qualifiers here this morning, the live stream presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. Field of 6, 2-year-old pacing colts are in behind the starting gate. Starting gate swings into the stretch. Field of 6, 2-year-old pacing colts lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and pacing. Good beginning here for Noah's Play from the center, who is looking to drive out to the early lead. At the inside, that is Beach Blanket Book. In the center of the track is Light Up Park, and widest of them all is Linus. Over to the rail, Excellent Nation's getting close, and then it is Six Finger Freddy. So they enter the first turn, and on top here for Christopheru, this is Beach Blanket Book. We had a first turn breaker. Off stride went Linus. Opening quarter was paced in 29 and 2. Moving into the backstretch, and they're following Beach Blanket Book. Son of Sports Writer on top by about 2 lengths. Excellent Nation is in second. Light Up the Park in third. Break of 2 then to Noah's Play in fourth, who's followed by Six Finger Freddy in fifth. And sixth after the first turn break, that is Linus, who is about 12 lengths from the top. Up the backside they go. After an opening quarter of 29 and 2, the leader is Beach Blanket Book, and Beach Blanket Book is past the half in a minute and 2/5. So that was 31 seconds. In the second quarter, driving into the wind, they now enter the far turn. Beach Blanket Book the leader. Continuing to pace in second as they go by. 5/8. That is Excellent Nation. Then it's Light Up the Park in third, who now comes to the outside. Then in fourth is Noah's Play, followed by Six Finger Freddy. And Linus is last. So a move here going to 3/4 by Light Up the Park. Looking to get up close now to the leader. Beach Blanket Book, 1:30 and 1 your 3/4 time. They're into the stretch. Beach Blanket Book the leader. On the outside is Light Up the Park. Then at the inside, Excellent Nation. They're coming into the final 1/8 of the mile here. Beach Blanket Book is the leader. 2 lengths away. That is Light Up the Park. Excellent Nation in third. Into fourth is Six Finger Freddy, but the winner will be Beach Blanket Book. Finishing second was Light Up the Park. Then it was Excellent Nation. Six Finger Freddy, Noah's Play, and Linus, 157 and 2. Order finish from qualifier number 8. Number 1 was Scratch. Number 2, Beach Blanket Book was the winner. Number 3, Six Finger Freddy 4th. Number 4, Noah's Play 5th. Number 5, Excellent Nation 3rd. Number 6, Light Up the Park 2nd. Number 7, Linus was 6th. Scratch 145326 is your rundown. The fractions were 29 and 2, a minute 2/5, 130 and 1, 157 and 2, 27 and 1 home for the winner. Beach Blanket Book, son of sports writer out of the Camluck Bear Beach Bonnet. So up next is qualifier number 9, 2-year-old trotting fillies. Starting gate now beginning to roll. So it looks like we do have a scratch of number 2, Jula She's Magic. So that'll bring us down to a field of 6. A couple of driver notes. Number 5, Mischief Maker will be driven by Mario Bayarjan. Number 6, Havana Unana will be driven by Jody Jameson. So let's meet the field. Number 1, Bologna, wheeling and dealing filly, owned by Kenneth Weiss and Christina Anderson. Anderson trains, Weiss drives. 2 is out, 3 is Tallahassee Sealster, Muscle Mass filly, owned by Celeste Hill. Trainer driver is Eddie Green, a $47,000 London selected yearling sale purchase. 4 is Overdue Mission, Man of Many Missions filly, owned by the stable Overdue Mission, trained by Anthony McDonald. Daniel O'Brien drives, an $8,000 pre-jug sale purchase. 5, Miss Mischief Maker, Donato Hanover filly, owned by the stable Miss Mischief Group, trained by Anthony McDonald. Mario Bayarjan drives, a $22,000 Lexington purchase. 6 is Havana Unana, Guccio filly, owned by Anthony McDonald. James Baffia. trained by Anthony McDonald. Jody Jameson drives an $11,000 Hoosier sale purchase. And 7, Spend That Money, Uncle Peter filly, owned by the stable Spend That Money, trained by Anthony McDonald. James McDonald is driving an $11,500 Ohio purchase. So it's a field of 6. 2-year-old trotting fillies are lined up. Qualifier number 9. 9 of 13 here this morning. Now approaching afternoon at Mohawk Park. Starting gate, swings into the stretch. 2-year-old trotting fillies lined up. They're picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. Pretty even beginning here from the outside. That is Spend That Money moving ahead. So too is Havana Unana. Then it is Overdue Mission going to the inside. In the center is Miss Mischief Maker. At the rail is Bellona. And the last one is Tallahassee Sealster. Going into the first turn and up top it's Spend That Money. Spend That Money with the lead. In second is Havana Unana. And then in third is Overdue Mission. The opening quarter is up on the board in 30 4/5. 34 opening quarter for Spend That Money. The leader as they move into the backstretch. Havana Unana in second. Then in third is Overdue Mission with a break of about 7 lengths. Then back to Miss Mischief Maker in fourth. 3 lengths to Bellona in fifth. And 6 up the backside is Tallahassee Sealster. So they're moving up the backstretch towards the midway point. And Spend That Money is showing the way. Comfortably in second, that is Havana Unana as they hit the half in 102 and 2. Trotting fillies now will approach the final turn. Spend That Money with the lead. It grows a little bit to about 2. Havana Unana in second. Then in third is Overdue Mission, followed by Miss Mischief Maker in fourth. Bellona is fifth, and sixth is Tallahassee Sealster. To 3/4 they go. And the leader continues to be Spend That Money. She's a daughter of Uncle Peter, and she's been calling the shots as she's about to hit 3/4, leading by a pair off a half of 102 and 2. 3/4 time was 132 and 4. That's 30 and 2 in the third quarter, and they're into the stretch. And it is Spend That Money with the lead. Spend That Money on top, and the lead now begins to grow. Spend That Money. Havana Unana in second. On the outside, trying to close well. That is Tallahassee Sealster, but deep stretch now, and it's Spend That Money to win. Spend That Money will get it. Second goes to Havana Unana. Then it was Tallahassee Sealster. Overdue Mission, Miss Mischief Maker, and Bellona. 2 minutes and 3/5. Here's the order of finish from qualifier number 9. Number 1, Bologna was 6th. Number 2 was Scratch. Number 3, Tallahassee Sealster 3rd. Number 4, Overdue Mission 4th. Number 5, Miss Mischief Maker 5th. Number 6, Havana Una Na was 2nd. Number 7, Spend That Money, the winner. Top to bottom. 6, Scratch 3, 4, 5, 2, 1. Fractions were 30 and 4. 102 and 2. 132 and 4. 2 minutes and 3/5 for the winner, number 7. Spend That Money. 2-year-old filly by Uncle Peter out of the Muscles Yankee mare. Spend It In. We're getting set now for the 10th qualifier. 2-year-old pacing colts and geldings. A couple of driver notes here in the 10th. Number 2, Majoring Artist will be driven by Louis Waugh. Number 5, Elite Retreat will be driven by Paul McKenzie. So it'll be a field of 6. They're all on the track right now. They're just going to come back. And the starting gate will begin to move into position. So here is the field. Number 1, Gentry Sealster. Mach 3 colt, owned by Capers 3 stable, trained by Wayne McGeen. Trevor Henry drives a $25,000 London purchase. 2 is Majoring Artist, son of Art Major, owned by Blake McIntosh, Steve Heimbecker, Fred Heimbecker, and Larry Denley. McIntosh trains. Louis Philippe Waugh drives a $40,000 Harrisburg purchase. 3, A Positive Hanover, is a Captain Treacherous colt owned by McIntosh, Heimbecker, Touchstone Farms, and Denley. McIntosh trains. Chris Christopher drives $35,000 Harrisburg purchase. 4, Derby Dog Hanover, American Ideal colt owned by 30 Plus stable, Heimbecker, McIntosh, Aussie and Reg stables. McIntosh trains. James McDonald drives $45,000 Harrisburg purchase. 5 is Elite Retreat, Dream Away colt owned by Winback Farm, trained by McIntosh. Paul McKenzie drives. And number 6, I'll Play It Alone, Some Beach Somewhere, son, owned by the stable, I'll Play It Alone, trained by Anthony McDonald. Jody Jamieson drives, $14,000 Harrisburg purchase. So that's your field of 6 for this 10th qualifier as we continue on. Baby races will continue next week here at Woodbine Mohawk Park. Depending on the number of entries, we could have 2 days of qualifiers. If we do need 2 days of baby races, they will take place on Thursday, June 13th, and Friday, June 14th. There'll be no baby races next Saturday morning, as the track will be closed in preparation for next Saturday evening's $1 million Pepsi North America Cup. Our full qualifying schedule is available at our website, woodbinemohawkpark.com. For those of you watching along, our live stream presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. You're already there at woodbinemohawkpark.com. Check it out for the latest on everything happening here with Woodbine Standardbred Racing. So it's a field of 6. No scratches here, just a couple driver changes. Louis Waugh behind number 2, Majoring Artist. Paul McKenzie behind number 5, Elite Retreat. Half dozen of them lined up as starting gate now reaches the top of the stretch. Rookie Pacers picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off. And pacing from the rail, it's Gentry Sealster. A couple whip taps there from Henry. Out from the center to a good beginning. That is a positive Hanover. Between horses is Elite Retreat from the outside. I'll Play It Alone, forwardly placed here and working his way up to the top as they hit the first turn. I'll Play It Alone. We'll look to clear positive Hanover as Elite Retreat gets away in third. Gentry Sealster from the rail is in fourth. Then it is, as they go into the turn, Majoring Artist and Derby Dog Hanover. Opening quarter was 30-2. Some Beach Somewhere, son, I'll Play It Alone is on top. And I'll Play It Alone wants to do it on the front here this morning. Leads by about a length and a half over a positive Hanover second. Elite Retreat in third. Break of 2.5 lengths into Gentry Sealster, who's closing that gap as we speak. And then in fifth, it's Majoring Artist in the last one, Derby Dog Hanover. It's I'll Play It Alone up top. The Captain Treacherous Cold Positive Hanover in second. Elite Retreat, son of Dream Away in third. Break of 3 then to Gentry Sealster, son of Mach 3, who is followed by Majoring Artist, son of Art Major. And the last one is Derby Dog Hanover, who's a son of American Ideal. The half was 101-4. So they were going into the wind. Still not a lot of tempo, but now it is ramping up as I'll Play It Alone. Kicks it up a notch here and is really pacing here in the third quarter. I'll Play It Alone on top here. The lead is about 2.5, 3 lengths. A positive Hanover going with them. Then it's back as they go into that turn to Elite Retreat in third, and some movement from the back. Three-quarter time was 129-3. So that was 27-4 in the third quarter, and they're into the stretch. I'll Play It Alone is looking to finish the job here, but here's a positive Hanover to the outside, and a positive Hanover is coming now. Less than an eighth of a mile to go. I'll Play It Alone and a positive Hanover. These two are motoring as they're sprinting home. I'll Play It Alone at the inside. A positive Hanover trying to get up, and a positive Hanover will get it and just edge. I'll Play It Alone. Third was Majoring Artist. Then it was Derby Dog Hanover, followed by Gentry Sealster and Elite Retreat. 156-2. A positive Hanover. Order of finish from qualifier number 10, number 1, Gentry Sealster 5th, number 2, Majoring Artist 3rd, number 3, A Positive Hanover the winner, number 4, Derby Dog Hanover 4th, number 5, Elite Retreat 6th, and number 6, I'll Play It Alone was 2nd. 5-3-1, 4-6-2. That's your rundown. Let's take a look at the fractions. They were 30 and 2, 101 and 4, 129 and 3, 156 and 2. The winner was number 3, A Positive Hanover, who followed I'll Play It Alone, who cut out the fractions and just got edged at the line. The race last quarter was 26 and 4. The race back half, 54 and 3. A Positive Hanover, son of Captain Treacherous, out of the Western Hanover mare Always True, gets it by a narrow margin over Some Beach Somewhere Son. I'll Play It Alone, 156 and 2. Qualifier number 11, 2-year-old trotting fillies beginning to take their positions. Number 5, Path of Totality, will be driven by Mario Arjan. Let's meet the field. Number 1, Alakazam Angel, Archangel filly, owned by Jennifer Pinkerton and Patricia Bailey. Pinkerton trains. Greg Dustin drives. 2, Spirit of Deo, Trixton filly, owned by the stable Spirit of Deo, trained by Anthony McDonald. Jody Jameson drives. $10,000 Lexington grad. 3, Nancy Allison, Donato Hanover filly owned by the stable Nancy Allison, trained by Anthony McDonald, James McDonald in the sulky, $22,000 Lexington buy. 4 is Harness AM, Father Patrick daughter, owned by the stable Harness AM Group, trained by Anthony McDonald, Daniel O'Brien drive, $28,000 Lexington purchase. 5, Path of Totality, Donato Hanover filly, owned by the stable Path of Totality, trained by Anthony McDonald. Mario Bayarjean is at the controls, a $10,000 Harrisburg purchase. 6 is Intense Justice, Justice Hall filly, owned by Akiri Gaetan Bono, trained by Danny Fontaine, Chris Christopher in the sulky. And 7 is Susie K, Climb Higher filly, owned by the stable Susie K Group. Anthony McDonald trained Sylvan filly on drives, a $6,000 Buckeye sale purchase. Field of 7 is lined up. 2-year-old trotting fillies for our 11th. 3 to go here in this baby race session as the starting gate is approaching the top of the stretch. Starting gate into the lane. Field of 7. Rookie trotting fillies lined up, picking up speed, and here they come. And they're off and trotting. A good looking beginning here. We're going to give the first call to Nancy Allison from post 3, who moves over to the rail. In the center is Harness AM, and Susie K floats away and is forwardly placed here by Filion. Then it is Spirit of Dale in fourth. At the rails, Alakazam Angel. Outside of that, filly is Path of Totality. Early trailer is Intense Justice. They're into the first turn, and it's a lead of about 3 or 4 here for Nancy Allison, who posts an opening quarter of 29 and 2. So a snappy opening quarter here for this Donato Hanover filly, who will swing them into the backstretch. Racing in second is Harness AM. We had a first turn breaker. That was Path of Totality, who rolled off stride. So as they go by 3/8, it's all Nancy Allison here with a lead of 4 or 5 lengths. In second is Harness AM. Then it is Susie K in third, followed fourth as they go up the backside by Spirit of Deo. Then it is Alakazam Angel with a break of about 6 or 7 back to Intense Justice. And resetting after the break is Path of Totality. The half with a minute even. So good looking opening half here for Nancy Allison, and Nancy Allison takes them into the far turn. We had another breaker there just past the half, going off stride with Spirit of Deo. So as they go by 5/8, Nancy Allison is on top, but getting closer now. That is Harness AM, and Harness AM quickly catches up to Nancy Allison. Will move to the outside. They'll be on even terms when they hit 3/4. Meanwhile, Alakazam Angel and Susie K are third and fourth as 3/4 is hit in 1:31. So turning for home, and Nancy Allison is going to have to dig in now. Here on the outside, Harness AM. Harness AM seizes the top spot and looks to trot away as they come to the 8th pole. Harness AM, the daughter of Father Patrick, with the lead. Back in second is Nancy Allison. Into third is Alakazam Angel. Fourth, that is Susie K. And here is Harness AM to win. A nice looking performance from Harness AM. Finishing in second was Alakazam Angel. Nancy Allison was third. Then it was Susie K, followed by Intense Justice, Path to Totality, and Spirit of Deo. 2 minutes even. Order of finish from qualifier number 11. Number 1, Alakazam Angel was second. Number 2, Spirited Deo seventh. Number 3, Nancy Allison third. Number 4, Harness AM the winner. Number 5, Half the Totality sixth. Number 6, Intense Justice fifth. Number 7, Susie K fourth. Top to bottom, 273, 1654. Fractions for 29 and 2. A minute flat, 131, 2 minutes even for the winner, number 4, Harness AM, daughter of Father Patrick. Qualifier 12, 2-year-old trotting colts. All later on the track. Trio of driver changes to pass along. Number 3, Kenagami Coco will be driven by Trevor Henry. Number 5, Sometimes Things Happen will be driven by Dan Dubé. Number 6, Johan will be driven by Mario Bayarjan. So now let's introduce the field. Number 1, He Talks to Angels, is owned by Windback Farm, trained by Blake McIntosh. Chris Christopher, who drives Son of Archangel, is a $38,000 Lexington Selected Yearling Sale grad. 2, Jula Uppercut, Cadabra Colt, owned by Jula Racing, trained by Susie Kerwood. Jody Jameson drives a $30,000 Lexington purchase. 3, Kenagami Coco, Wheeling and Dealing Colt, owned by Jean-Francois Reed and Marie-Claude Reed. Trevor Henry will drive for trainer Danny Fontaine. 4, Yours If You Want It, Uncle Peter Colt, owned by the stable Yours If You Want It, trained by Anthony McDonald. James McDonald is driving a $10,000 Ohio purchase. 5, Sometimes Things Happen, Cash Hall Colt, owned by the stable Things Happen Group, trained by Anthony McDonald. Daniel Dubé is in the sulky, a $16,000 Ohio purchase. 6, Johann Sebastian K. Colt, owned by the stable Johann Group and Steve Palermo. The trainer is Anthony McDonald. The driver is Mario Bayarjan, $22,000 Harrisburg purchase. 7, Libero Hanover, a Cantab Hall Colt owned by the stable Libero Hanover, trained by Anthony McDonald. Daniel O'Brien is in the sulky, an $11,000 Harrisburg grad. And number 8, Rooney Blue Chip, a Trixton Colt owned by Blue Chip Bloodstock, trained by Anthony McDonald. Sylvan Filion drives, a $27,000 Harrisburg grad. That's your field of 8 for our 12th qualifier. Starting gate is rounding the far turn. Field of 8 for a 12th qualifier. Trevor Henry driving 3, Kanagami Coco. Dan Dubé driving 5, Sometimes Things Happen. Mario Bayarjan driving 6, Johan. Starting gate into the stretch, off strides number 4, Yours If You Want It. Rest of them on gate picking up speed, and here they come. They're off and trotting. He talks to Angels from the rail. Trots out strong. Driving from the outside, that is Libero Hanover. And going with that one is Rooney Blue Chip, a breaker in the center. Johan jumped it off. Getting away fourth is Jula Uppercut. And then fifth, it is Kenagami Coco, followed by Sometimes Things Happen. Resetting after the break before the start. That is Yours If You Want It. And now resetting with the break after the start is Johan. Into the first turn. Up top, He Talks to Angels. Whip over the tail of that one as they head to the opening quarter, which is up on the board in 30-2. So the leader is He Talks to Angels, leading by about 2.5 as they'll straighten out into the backstretch. In second is Libero Hanover, followed then in third by Rooney Blue Chip. Fourth is Jula Uppercut. Trotting in fifth is Kanagami Coco. And then it is Sometimes Things Happen, Yours If You Want It, and Johan is last. 3-length advantage here up top for He Talks to Angels, and the Archangel Colt is heading towards the half after 30-2 opener. Trots into the wind and posts a half-mile clocking of 101-4. So the rookie trotters will enter the far turn. They're following He Talks to Angels, and He Talks to Angels' lead is about a length and a half. Trying to stay right with the leaders, Libero Hanover, and then trotting in third as they enter that far turn is Rooney Blue Chip. 2 lengths back then. Trotting in fourth, that is Jula Uppercut, followed fifth by Kenagami Coco. 3 lengths, 4 lengths back to Sometimes Things Happen, Yours If You Want It, and last is Johan. 3/4 is 132 flat. So turning for home after a 30 1/3 quarter, He Talks to Angels, ramped it up, and now tries to sprint on home to seal the deal. And the lead grows here in the lane up to about 3 lengths, coming to the 8th pole. So it's He Talks to Angels with the lead. Libero Hanover in second. Trying to come up the inside, that is Rooney Blue Chip. Jula Uppercut fourth. Fifth is Kenagami Coco. He Talks to Angels with a nice debut. He Talks to Angels will win. Finishing in second, Libero Hanover. Then it was Rooney Blue Chip, Jula Uppercut, Kenagami Coco, Yours If You Want It, Sometimes Things Happen, and Johan, 2 minutes and 4/5. Here's your order of finish from the 12th. Number 1, He Talks to Angels, the winner. Number 2, Jula Uppercut, 4th. Number 3, Kenagami Coco, 5th. Number 4, Yours If You Want It, 6th. Number 5, Sometimes Things Happen, 7th. Number 6, Johan, 8th. Number 7, Libero Hanover, 2nd. Number 8, Rooney Blue Chip was 3rd. Top to bottom, 1, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2, 3. Fractions were 30 and 2, 101 and 4, 132, 2 minutes and 4/5 for the winner. He Talks to Angels, a son of Archangel. 1 to go. Qualifier 13 is coming up next. 2-year-old trotting fillies to close things out. All 8 2-year-old trotting fillies are now on the track as we'll get set for our final qualifier here this morning. Thanks again to everybody that came out here this morning for our first baby race session. Hope you enjoyed our annual owner's breakfast. As I mentioned before, next baby race session all depends on the number of entries. If there are enough for 2 days, it'll be Thursday and Friday. That's the 13th and the 14th. No qualifiers next Saturday morning. Track will be closed in preparation for the Pepsi North America Cup. Field of 8 for the final qualifier. A couple driver changes. 3, Rose Run Versatile. It's Jody Jameson. Number 8, Really Blue Chip. It's Dan Dubé. Let's meet the field. 1 is Ella, EL Titan filly, owned by Emily Montour, trained and driven by Eddie Green. 2 is Hushaby, Chapter 7 filly, owned by Blake McIntosh, Steve Heimbecker, Mortgage Boys Stables, and Hushaby Stables, trained by McIntosh. Chris Christopher drives a $26,000 Harrisburg purchase. 3 is Rose Run Versatile, Muscle Massive filly, owned by Rose Run Farm, trained by Anthony McDonald. Jody Jameson drives a $15,000 Harrisburg purchase. 4 is Knockdown Dragout, Sebastian K. filly, owned by the stable Knockdown Group, trained by Anthony McDonald. It's Mario Barjan, the sulky. 5 is Compass Rose DC, Uncle Peter filly, owned by the stable Compass Rose DC. Anthony McDonald trains. Louis Waugh drives a $16,000 Ohio purchase. 6 is Globetrotting, Man of Many Missions filly, owned by the stable Globetrotting, trained by Anthony McDonald. Sylvan Filion drives a $21,000 Ohio purchase. 7, Just for Me and You, Donato Hanover filly, owned by the stable Just for Me and You and Felix Marion. Anthony McDonald trains. James McDonald drives a $12,000 Lexington purchase. And the final 2-year-old to meet this morning is number 8, Really Blue Chip, a credit winner filly, owned by the stable Really Blue Chip, trained by Anthony McDonald. Dan Dubé drives a $31,000 Goshen yearling sale purchase. So our final qualifier here this morning, our live stream of these qualifiers presented by the Central Ontario Standardbred Association. Starting gate sends this field of trotting fillies on their way for the final here this morning, now into the afternoon. Off-stride went globe trotting from the center, knocked down, drag out, steps out to the early lead. Compass Rose DC on the outside, forced to go wide, Really Blue Chip to get around the breaker. Rose Run Versatile is third, followed by Hushaby at the inside, Just for Me and You, and off-stride went Ella. So a couple of breakers in the early going, and another breaker in the turn. Hushaby has now jumped it off. Meanwhile, knocked down, drag out posts an opening quarter of 28 and 2. Fastest opening quarter of the morning, and it comes from a 2-year-old trotting filly. This is knocked down, drag out on top by about 6 lengths. Back in second, Compass Rose DC. Then it's Rose Run Versatile in third. Really Blue Chip is fourth, followed by Just for Me and You. And then back to the 3 breakers we've had Hushaby, Globetrotting, and Ella. Heading to the half, and on top, it's knocked down, drag out, past the half in 59 and 3. 31 and 1, trotting into the win. Knocked down, drag out, still with that sizable advantage. Rose Run, Compass Rose DC is in second. Then trotting in third, that is Rose Run Versatile. Followed fourth by Really Blue Chip. Fifth is Just for Me and You. Then it's back to Globetrotting, Hushaby, and Ella. Knocked down, drag out, heading towards 3/4, still leading by about 7 lengths. About to hit 3/4, and it's up on the board in 129 and 3. So turning for home after a 30-second third quarter, here is knocked down, drag out. Way back in second is Compass Rose DC. Rose Run Versatile in third. Outside, Really Blue Chip, Just for Me and You is in fifth to the 8th pole, and knocked down, drag out has left them far behind. Knocked down, drag out with quite the debut. It's the Sebastian K filly, knocked down, drag out to win. Finishing in second is Compass Rose DC. Then it was Rose Run Versatile, with fourth going to Just for Me and You over Really Blue Chip, Hushaby, Globetrotting, and Ella. 158 and 3 for knockdown, drag out. Order of finish from the final qualifier. Number 1, Ella was 8th. Number 2, Hushaby 6th. Number 3, Rose Run Versatile 3rd. Number 4, Knocked Down, Drag Out the winner. Number 5, Compass Rose DC 2nd. Number 6, Globetrotting 7th. Number 7, Just for Me and You 4th. And number 8, Really Blue Chip was 5th. Top to bottom, 8, 6, 3, 1, 2, 7, 4, 5. Fractions were 28 and 2, 59 and 3, 129 and 3, 158 and 3. The fastest trotting mile of the morning comes from Sebastian K filly, Knocked Down, Drag Out. That concludes this morning's baby race session. Thank you to everybody that joined us. Thanks to those of you that watched along with our live stream presented by KOSA. Don't forget live racing coming up here tonight. It's the eliminations for the $1 million Pepsi North America Cup, a stellar 12-race program beginning at 7:10 p.m. This is Mark McKelvey wishing you a good afternoon, and we'll see you tonight.